Are you scared of submitting to online writing groups because you think someone's going to steal your stuff? My name is Gina. I'm an author, editor, publishing professional. I help you make your writing better. Don't be scared. I mean this in the nicest, kindest, most loving way possible, because all writers are good writers and everybody deserves to be in this club. And I'm glad that you are here. And I mean this in the nicest way possible. Nobody wants your story. Nobody wants your half-finished, not completed story. It is way too much work. You know this because you are in the middle of a half-finished story. Nobody wants to take a half-finished story all the way to the end of that publishing process without it being the thing that they loved in the first place. Nobody wants to do all of the work without any of the fun stuff of coming up with the idea in the first place. And then when the time comes that they have to then work with a professional editor in order to get this in real publishable shape, they're not excited about it. They don't actually know what you meant by that thing on page 5. They don't actually know what's happening underneath. Like, this is an impossible task for somebody to take a partially finished manuscript, steal it, pass it off as their own successfully. Nobody wants to do that. It is way too much work for way too little reward in the end, without any of the fun stuff and with all of the hard stuff associated with it. It is much more likely, if your book is already out there in the world, for it to be pirated or plagiarized once it already exists. That is where theft actually does happen in this world. And if you have the might of a legal department that comes with a publisher, and the bigger the publisher, the more powerful the legal department, if you have their might and their power on your side, you are much more protected from those types of theft. If you are with a tiny press, if you are self-publishing, you don't have that same protection against that theft and that plagiarism. Now, nobody is able to prevent it entirely. The internet is a lawless place in which people just steal anything that they want to steal. And if you don't want anybody to ever steal your art, then you cannot ever publish your art. I'm very sorry to say. I wish that were different, but that is the truth. You cannot stop anybody from stealing it once it's out in the world. You can be protected from some of those damages if you have a legal department on your side. But prior to going out into publication, nobody wants to steal your work. Nobody wants to steal a half-finished manuscript. Don't worry about that.